Hello, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today, I'm here with Spy Family Season 2, episode number 11 reaction. So, the previous episode, what happened was it was the ending of the arc that we were going through. And before we ended the arc, before the arc ended, we had a little bit of a little fun break time. They went to the place that they were going to, the resort island kind of place, and they had fun, like went around and did a lot of activities and stuff. And yeah, it was a nice little, like nice little recreational time. And yeah, then after that, obviously they came back home, and a few other things we got to see, like for example, Anya going to school, trying to brag about how she like for some bad guys and stuff. It didn't work on any people, because any of the students, because the whole story has been completely like hidden by the government, so nobody got to know anything about that in the news, so nobody believed Anya. But Anya was like and everyone was like, oh, Anya's lying, like you shouldn't lie, like stuff like that. And yeah, it's just but either way, yeah, and then they came back, and Yuri came to visit them and all that stuff. A few little stuff happened. So let's see what happens in today's episode. This is episode number 11. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. What? Yeah. Oh my God, Becky watches these. I forgot about that. Yeah. What a big room. My God. Yeah, obviously she's rich. Wait, she has a she has the family photo. Okay. My God. Wow, she was just outside the door. I Wait. Yeah. 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 Where's your? Anya's face. Uh, oh boy. Yeah, it's nothing. He cannot. No. Wow. Who? Oh, oh yeah, that's true. I love Anya's face just staring at the whole situation. Oh my god. Wait, really? Ah, I see. Now that makes sense. Because like, wait, what? Yeah. Oh no, here we go. Wait, so your dog lives in a bigger. Okay. Where's the wife? Yo, completely unfounded. Yeah. Oh, my god, the delusions. Ah. Yeah, you. Okay, man. Come on. Bro. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. You can chat. Yeah. Rude to often on your face. On your face. Damn. Hmm. He's trying to find out everything, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Involve any plans of war. Yeah, he's trying to make the whole coast. Yeah. Wow. She's wild. Oh, there you go. Oh, Bond is back. Oh no. Wow. Yeah. She just doesn't care. Well, What? Yeah. What the? Okay. Oh God, Anya's. Yeah. In a way, you can say that. Wait, she. I guess it's. Okay, don't spill it. He's like, yeah, I feel like I went a bit too far. Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. What is. Oh my God, what is this whole. Shit. Oh no. Bruh. It's Dusty. What? What's happening? The hospital. I feel like she's gonna feel nauseous now. Damn! Hey yo! Yo, she. What? Okay. uh, yeah? Bruh, she actually said that. Okay. That's crazy. Hmm. Oh God. Okay, stop it. I remember her saying this kind of like the same thing to Fiona as well. I remember. Your. Literally. Well, she didn't mean that, but you know. Oh no. Baker's now going to go to the gym. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know, like do some push-ups or that. Okay, you know. Super Mimikami. Well, yeah. Okay, no, bruh. Oh God. Super ear pick. What the hell is that, man? She just caught it mid-air. Oh, well. Oh my God, cannot. What the hell is that? Yeah. Oh no, I cannot. This is- oh my God. Yo. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm just literally talking about her. Fiona. Who is that? Who the? Who's eavesdropping on them? Hmm. Nightfall. Yeah, that's her name. Code name. Hmm. She's like, yeah, I don't need. Especially since this is related to Lloyd. Hmm. Ah, God damn it. Ah. Hmm. Damn. Oh, while they were over there. Okay. She was doing all of this, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. So, damn. So she has been doing all of this while they're on their own, like on that whole cruise. Damn. Yeah, he's defusing the bomb here while Fiona is has defused everyone, I guess. Oh god. Right. Yeah, you think so? Wow, she has like eye bags. Dennis. Oh, yeah. Damn, more training. While they were having the vacation, she was having her training arc. Bruh. Damn. Okay. Yeah, a lot happened, but. Oh, she. Yeah, he heard about it from her. Oh, souvenir. Damn. Yo. Hmm. Is she going to resume her song again? Yep. Bruh. Okay, that was interesting. Hmm. Okay, that is it. Right. This was episode 11 of Spy Family season 2. Now, okay, is this the penultimate episode of this season. Like, is the next episode the final one? I need to check that. Okay, so first, okay, you know what? Let me just check it first. Spy Family season 2. Wait a minute. Okay, so god damn it, why is it taking so long? All right, let that load up. Okay, so this episode, it was an episode where nothing much happened. Like nothing. Like nothing that's going to like impact the story that much. But a few funny sections happened, like the first section with Becky, and the second section with Fiona, uh, and all that. So oh my god. So this is the first time I guess Fiona comes to their house when Lloyd is, like present. And so she does a few things, obviously some crazy stuff. And by the end of it, like she ends up realizing that, you know what? Yeah, Yor is a force to be reckoned with. And the best I can do now is become her disciple. So that she can like help me out with in getting strong and a few other stuff. And yeah, now she's also yours, I guess you could say, disciple. And Yor is teaching her to fight and everything and all that. That's great. But oh my god, this part was, I have to say, like the especially the part where Yor was trying to take her to the hospital. That part was hilarious. Like it was just, I don't know what to say, like, but I don't know why, but it really amused me. You can't say that it wasn't really that, like, the amount I laughed, it wasn't really that funny, but I don't know why, but it felt so funny to me. I was just laughing out loud. And yeah, it was just like crazy. Like it tickled me most, like that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, and especially the part where Yor takes the hammer and with one hand breaks the hammer, and the fact that this happened and Lloyd was there like witnessing this. And Yor, like, in the end tried to like just like try to cover it up by being like, oh, it's nothing, I just had a very good teacher who taught me how to use a hammer and everything. And that part was hilarious. Like everyone's like eyes, they were just looking at Yor in a, like, because obviously, like, and I was thinking like what Lloyd is going to say when he sees that. And like she broke the whole damn thing. And and Lloyd was just there. So yeah, but somehow she was able to like change the subject, and it worked out. Okay, so that was that. And then obviously the final section was the Fiona section, and we got to see what Fiona has been doing when Lloyd was out in the cruise, and while like they were dealing with the whole, like that whole situation, the bomb situation and everything. Like Fiona was also going through a lot of things over here. Not only that, after the situation ended, Fiona, when they were like in like the little vacation, Fiona was doing her training. And then when Lloyd came back, you know she's just like like acts as if nothing really happened, and she's like acting normally. But Lloyd learned about the fact that she helped cover his missions while he was out from the handler. And yeah, that Lloyd was like grateful for that. And the thing is, like, Lloyd is just like, Lloyd doesn't realize like what Fiona feels, or like like what, like, he thinks that Fiona is mad at him or something. That's why he's always just very like what's that word, very reserved in front of her. Not reserved, I would say, but he's always trying to find out what Fiona is like feeling, or whether she's mad at him or not. But inside, Fiona is just completely the opposite. So it brings out some hilarious like like interactions between them, where Lloyd gave her the souvenir, and she was like just looking at it like this and just staring at Lloyd. Lloyd was like, "What the hell? What did I do wrong? I just gave her the souvenir." While Fiona is like, "Oh, I like him," and that's all that she was saying in her head. So it brings out some pretty hilarious interactions between these two, because especially because Lloyd doesn't realize, like what the hell is going on, and yeah, it's just you know that's the whole thing. So yeah, nothing much happened. It's just a little fun little episode. Okay, so so this has like 13. It has like 13 episodes. So there's two more episodes after this, I think. Yeah. No, wait. Two more episodes? Wait. Um, this is episode 11, isn't it? Or is it? Wait a minute. Did I make a mistake? This is episode 11, isn't it? Yeah, this is episode 11. So 12, 13. Two more episodes after this. Okay, alright. Oh, I thought this was 12 episodes. No, it's 13 episodes. Right. Okay. Anyways, so let me talk about this episode scene by scene like I usually do. So the first part of the episode, we get to see Becky watching this soap opera drama, whatever you call it. And we all know that she watches all of this because she kind of talks about these to Anya, while Anya talks about Bondman to her. So after watching like the soap opera, she was like, "Oh, it's now or never," like after seeing the whole thing, she got motivated. She was like, "I have to do it now," and she decided to go and like visit Anya and you know talk with Lloyd and all that. So now here's the thing. It's kind of funny like how she gets motivated looking at this, like watching the soap opera and like immediately deciding to go and complete her mission. That is, confess to Lloyd. You know, it kind of reminds me of like when people get motivated seeing something, you know on the be it the internet or whatever, and they suddenly get this feeling of like, oh, like maybe I can do it like this, I should do it immediately, and then they try to do it and then they realize that they're not that good at it, and then they're like, oh well, sucks. Like nothing I can do about it. It really reminded me of that because she immediately she got motivated and she immediately decided to like go and talk to visit Anya's place and talk to Lloyd. So that was pretty hilarious the way she immediately gets motivated just after watching the whole thing. But anyways, she comes in and like introduces herself, or at least tries to. She's stuttering all over the place. And yeah, and she just like she's there, and when Anya was like, oh, let's like do a little bit of a house tour, and I'm like, Anya, I don't think I don't think the house tour would be amusing to Becky, because Becky will be like, oh, this is just as she was saying, like they brought her to the living room. And she's like, oh, I thought this was just the entrance, like, is this the living room? And then she brings her to her room, and she's like, oh, like my what's her dog's name? Weasel, no, yeah, Weasel. She's like, this is even more compact than my little Weasel's doghouse. Bro, how big a doghouse does she have? Imagine Anya's room is smaller than that. Is crazy. And Anya's like, yeah, you know what? Let's just stop exploring. And anyways, and she's like, okay, where is your mom? And she's like, oh, like she went to walk Bond. And the hilarious part of this episode is where Anya, not Anya, but like Becky was thinking about, oh, like if she gets married to Lloyd, what's going to happen, how Anya's going to like it as well, because she'll get like personal chefs, they can go to school through helicopters, any other thing that needs to be done. The servants can take care of it and all that stuff. And the one thing that struck to Anya was the personalized chefs, and she's like, right, you know what? Maybe let me let me see how this goes. Like obviously I don't want like mom to go away, but let me see where this goes. Let me just help Becky out for a little moment, and Anya tries to help Becky out, and just because she wants some personal chefs making food for them. Oh my god. But anyways, while here Lloyd is kind of like, oh, she's asking me about a few things. You know what? Perfect opportunity. Let me just try to see what's going on with her dad. Like if I get some information about it. And Lloyd kind of says that I know, like for now at least, there's no information about her family trying to, like involved in these type of like stuff, like these illegal stuff. There's no such like reports, but let me still keep an eye on them and get to know more about them, so that just in case, they're rich people, and like if they have like ties to like to the government, like the terror, all that stuff that's happening, that the whole war situation that Lloyd is trying to prevent. If their family doesn't have any ties to that, but just in case, Lloyd was like, yeah, let me just make sure that none of that happens and get more information out of her. While Becky mistakes this whole like interest in her family, kind of family like situation, as if like, oh, Lloyd is interested in her. And this brings in some like hilarious like misunderstandings and stuff. Either way, Yor comes in with Bond. Oh my god, that's funny. Anya was trying so much to introduce Bond to Becky. Becky doesn't even look at Bond. Bond also tried to introduce himself. Becky's like, no, I have some more important stuff to do now. Like my rival is here. That is Yor. And oh my god, here this part is crazy. She tries to take out her hair and like just like do the stuff that they do in the drama, all the extra stuff like the hair fluttering in the wind, that kind of thing. She tries to do all of that. Lloyd is like, the hell is happening here? Yor is like, oh, how cute, and Anya's trying to just imitate her. So anyways, from for a moment of time, they try to do this. She tries to do this, and then they bring tea for her, and then she's like, oh, Mr. Lloyd, why are you so interested in my family? And Lloyd was like, oh no, did I just like ask her too many questions? Maybe she's suspicious or something. And Lloyd is like, oh no, it's nothing, it's fine. But there was no like big like big reasons for asking you. Becky says one of the most outrageous things after that. She's like, what? So you were just playing games with my heart? Lloyd spits out the coffee or tea, whatever it was. Oh my god. And then she's like, she drinks the tea or coffee, and she's like, oh, I'm so drunk, and like falls on top of her. You're like, wait a minute, did I put alcohol in the tea? I mean, because like she thinks like obviously her like the stuff that she does sometimes is kind of like clumsy, and she's a bit clumsy. So she suddenly thought like, wait a minute, did I actually put alcohol in it or something? And she's like, oh no, that's bad. We need to take you to the hospital. And bam, Yor grabs Becky and starts rushing towards the hospital. Almost gets run over the car. But this is Yor, like the car gets dented instead of like harming Yor, the car gets harmed. I guess Yor was a little bit bleeding from the nose, but that's nothing. she got shot in the back and nothing happened to her. A little bit of a nosebleed is nothing to her. And so yeah, she's just like somersaulting, jumping around, like trying to take Becky to the hospital. And Becky was like, "Oh no, like I'm not drunk. It's just I was just like trying to like what does she say? Wait a minute, the exact. I was lying because I wanted to date my precious Lloyd. There you go." And Yuri's like, "Wait, what?" And stops, and she's like, "Oh, thank God you're like you're not hurt or anything." So Becky's like, "Wow, this lady, she has a big heart as well. She's in every way she's better than me." And she's like, "Oh no, what can I do here? Like, I cannot in any way compare to her." And then she's like, "Oh, like," and she asks Lloyd, like, your how she like, how she made Lloyd, interested in her and all that. And Yori's like, "Oh, like he said that I was strong, that's why." And obviously she's going to take it at face value, at literal, like like meaning. She's going to take it like that. So Becky's like, "Wait, so I need to become strong?" She thinks like she's talking about physical strength. Oh my god. So after that, Lloyd and Anya brings their bag, and Becky's like, "Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Is there any way I can demonstrate my strength?" These like what are those called? Like those hammer things. I forgot the name of the thing. Mm, the test your strength, like the hammer thing. I don't know, remember their names, its name. But she's like, "Okay, let me do this." She tries to. Oh my god, she tries to swing the hammer but cannot. And while all of this is happening, Anya's cheering for Becky just because she wants some personalized chefs that's going to make meals for her. Wow. The funniest part of this episode is probably the expressions of all the characters. The expressions that Becky makes are just crazy hilarious. Especially, like, for example, here when she falls down and she's like, "Oh, I'm such a weak woman," and she's like crying like this. I'm like, what the. Oh. Right. Anyways, so Yori's like, "Oh, so she's trying to get the top prize for Lloyd. Okay, let me help her in that." Yor uses a hammer with one hand and breaks the whole damn machine. Oh god. You know what's funny? A few moments ago, when the guy who was like there, he was like, "Oh, you don't like like go away, you don't have any money." And then Becky like gives him like like a big fat stack of like cash. Now that you're broke the whole damn thing, I feel like he's going to need that to fix his machine. So it worked out for him. Like Becky, the money that Becky gave him probably will help him fix the machine that you're broke completely now. Right. Oh god, this part is probably the most hilarious part in this episode. I don't know why, but this part really made me laugh. Like the combination of everyone's eyes just completely, like like them being gobsmacked at this whole situation. You're realizing that, wait a minute, I screwed up. Like everyone saw me like, using my superhuman strength. Becky is like, "Damn, she's strong." Lloyd is like, "What the hell is happening here?" Everyone has like like everyone is like like going through like a storm of emotions. And Becky looks at Lloyd, and Becky's like, "Oh my god, look at those beautiful eyes." That's how like that's how much impressed he is looking at this. While Yor is trying to make excuses, Yor is like, "Oh, I used to be an apprentice of a professional hammer user." Yeah, what type of an excuse is that? What the hell? I'm I'm surprised these excuses work at this point. uh, like apprentice of a professional hammer user. Okay. Anyways, like Becky's like, "Oh, I want to be your apprentice," and Yoris like, "All right then, follow me, child. I'm going to make you, I'm going to make you the strongest. Come, follow me." And yeah, they go back to their house, and she starts training her, you know, in properly throwing a punch and all that. Oh god. And Lloyd is just confused. Anya's like, oh, this is more fun. You know what? I don't need any chefs. This is more fun. And yeah, that's how the whole thing ended. So yeah, and like I said, actually, I remember like this whole thing, like where Lloyd, not Anya, sorry, your when Becky said that, oh, I like Lloyd and all that. Obviously, she's a kid, but I'm not really saying that. What I'm saying is that like I remember a similar situation before with, as far as I can remember, Fiona, wasn't it? Where I remember like your also kind of said a similar thing to her, where she said something like, oh, like I'm glad that Lloyd is liked by everyone, something like that. I remember her also saying that to Fiona, as far as I can remember. I don't really remember that much because it happened quite a long while ago, in the first season. But yeah, she said something similar to this. Yeah. Right. So that was the first episode. Sorry, not the first episode, the first part of this episode. And yeah, it was pretty damn funny. I have to say, like this is one of the funniest. Like I feel like these type of sections, we've seen these sections before as well. Another one of my most favorite sections was with Bond. Where they showed like with that Bond's little adventure that he went through. Like where he went to bring Lloyd in so that he can make food for him. You know, Otherwise he'll have to eat yours food, and then he thinks that he's gonna die. So because of that, that episode, that one section was pretty like, and I really liked it. And this section was also pretty hilarious. I really liked it, especially the ending section. My God, I was laughing out loud. Oh boy. Okay. And then the next part of this episode, where we get to see what Fiona has been doing. She has been taking the mission for which Lloyd was supposed to do, and she has been doing all of that. And this part, the interesting about this part is that they kind of show what's happening in both the places. For example, what's happening while like while Fiona is doing these missions, what Lloyd is doing. At that point of time, obviously he was in the boat, and then like all that stuff happened with the whole bomb threat situation, and he like defused the bomb and all that. While all of this is happening, they kind of transition from that scene to like Fiona, what Fiona has been doing. And like both the scenes that's transitioning to kind of shows like how the whole situation is like, I don't know, like both the scenes that have been transitioned one after the other, they kind of showed like the like like how similar stuff they're doing. For example, I'm just going to bring a few things up. Okay, just a sec. All right, I'm going to bring a few things up. For example, you can see Anya eating food. You see that part? They transition to Fiona eating her rations, out on the rooftop. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they're like transitioning from one scene to another, and each scene is very different, but they're so similar at the same time. While they're having the food in that like that boat, like some really good food, Fiona's here is like eating rations, going on her mission. Then another one example, for example, Lloyd is in his crazy outfit. He is like in this crazy fashion out, like the outfit that he buys to impress Anya. He's in that, while you can see the next scene transitions to Fiona with a with an automatic gun, like a not submachine gun, with a like an assault rifle. And like wearing like the like the black, like the dress with the mask on her mouth. And then what else? The way they did this was very interesting. Like I really like the way they kind of switched from one scene to another, showing them doing pretty similar things but very different things. Another one, for example, Fiona's reading like some like reports or whatever, while Lloyd is reading something from the that library place where he went. Um, Another thing, when the fireworks was happening, they were looking at the fireworks while Fiona was fighting these people who were shooting towards her, and those shots looked like fireworks. You know, another thing is when Lloyd was defusing the bomb, Fiona did the opposite, where she threw a grenade and blew the place up. So it was well, like, this part was well directed. I have to say that the way they kind of showed each scene, where both of them were doing something completely different but kind of same at the same time, like that was pretty interesting. And I guess you could say this probably shows us, like, how, like even though everything is at peace, at the same time somewhere someone is fighting these battles for your peaceful, so that you can live in this peaceful time, that kind of thing. I don't know, like, like it kind of reminded me of that, like, like here Fiona was fighting while they were, like having, like, yeah, Lloyd also had to defuse the bomb and all that, but their situations were a lot more, like, a lot more peacefuler, like more peaceful than what Fiona was going through. At least Lloyd and Anya's experience. The only like complication that they went through was the whole bomb situation. Other than that, all that they went through in the boat was pretty normal stuff. They like had their meals, they had fun, they hung out, like saw the fireworks. While all of these are happening, she has been doing all of these. So anyways, she has been doing all of these, and then obviously the next part is where we see Fiona was like, oh no, this is not enough, I have to get stronger than Yor. To do that, I have to go through a training. And then again we see how, like, like while they were having their vacation on that island, Fiona was training, and then yeah, Lloyd has come back, Fiona comes back, and Fiona's like, oh, like, it's been a while I've seen Lloyd, I'm so happy. But obviously her deadpan face with her eye bags underneath. And Lloyd has heard from the handler that, Fiona did helped him out, all this job that he was supposed to do, Fiona kind of covered them. So Lloyd is like, oh, I'm very thankful for that. So to show his, like, thankfulness, he's like, oh, I bought some souvenirs for you, here you go. Fiona just looks at it and looks at him weirdly, and Lloyd is like, what the hell, did I do something wrong? But obviously not. Internally, Fiona is very happy. And, like, yeah, there you go. She's just jumping around. Internally, obviously, she's not jumping around, literally. But internally, she's jumping around and everything, like all that stuff. So, yeah, pretty fun episode, yeah, like, the first part was Becky's adventures, and the second part was Fiona's adventures, I guess. So yeah, there you go. That is it. That is my reaction to episode number 11 of Spy Family season 2. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Spy Family. Okay, wait, before I end it, okay, I think I saw the wrong one. No, 12 episodes. The next episode is the final one, not 13. Yeah, I saw, I was kind of confused. Yeah, next episode is the final one. I made a mistake there, not 13 episodes. This has 12 episodes, so the next episode is the final one. So yeah, let's see what happens in the final episode. Because, like, as far as I can remember, in the previous season, the final episode ended in a very interesting way. They showed, like, Damien's dad, I forgot his name, Donovan or something like that. They showed him, which kind of like made the whole, like, like premise for this season, kind of. So I wonder if they're going to do something like that in the next episode. Let's see. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next week with the final episode of Spy Family season 2. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.